For the most part, each land region of our planet is claimed by some sort of governing body without any kind of dispute. However, it's not that simple for some regions where conflict and differences of opinions have prolonged disputes to this day. Welcome back, guys, to FTD Facts. My name is Leroy Kenton, and now this episode is an episode by request. I asked you guys on the channel to send in topics, and you guys gave me hundreds. So this one was at the top of our list to do, and by the way, this episode is going to be a very important one, so make sure you watch it all the way till the end, from number 10 to number 1, because I cover a lot of information that's going to clear up a lot of questions that people have. So let's look at the disputed region at number 10, and that is Korea. The aggression by North Korea on South Korea has really captured the world's attention, and it has raised quite a bit of questions about Korea in general. So let me take you back prior to 1910. Korea was a kingdom. And then from 1910 to 1945, the country was under Japanese rule. And at the end of World War II, the country was divided into two occupational zones. And then in 1948, these areas became the Democratic People's Republic of Korea in the north and the Republic of Korea, located in the south. There was a Korean demilitarized zone that was established between the two nations after the Korean War, but both nations claimed to be the only real government and state of the entire Korea. So you got two nations claiming to be Korea, fighting for that power over there. Number 9 brings us Western Sahara. This is a huge one. Western Sahara is a non-self-governing territory on the northwest coast of Africa, and is bordered by the countries of Morocco and Mauritania, as well as Algeria. It's also a former Spanish colony, and by the way, it was annexed by Morocco in the year 1975. And since then, it's been the center of a long territorial dispute between the country of Morocco, as well as its indigenous people, the Sahrawi people. And the dispute from the Sahrawi people's side is led by the Polisario Front. Now, the Sahrawi Arab Democratic Republic, or the SADR, as declared by the Polisario Front in the year 1976, is now recognized by many governments, and it's also a member of the African Union. So it is a partially recognized de facto sovereign state located in the Western Maghreb, and they claim the non-self-governing territory of Western Sahara. The next disputed territory we're going to look at is Northern Ireland. So for many years now, Northern Ireland has been split over the question of whether or not it should stay a part of the UK or become part of Ireland. Now, this may be a little confusing for some of you, so I'm gonna break it down for you guys. So Northern Ireland is a nation in itself, and it's part of the United Kingdom, along with England, Wales, and Scotland. Now, in 1920, the Government of Ireland Act split the country into two separate political units. Now, Belfast became the capital of the North, and Dublin became the capital of the South, known as the Republic of Ireland. And just to clear up any confusion, when people refer to Ireland, they're normally referring to the Republic of Ireland. That's like in the southern part. It's not called South Ireland though, it's just simply Ireland, and it's completely independent of the United Kingdom. Number 7 brings us Abkhazia and South Ossetia, and by the way, I've heard it pronounced Ossetia, but I'm gonna say Ossetia, and it's easier for me to pronounce anyways. Either way, I guess it depends on the language that you speak will determine how you pronounce that word. Abkhazia as well as South Ossetia are disputed territories in the Caucasus, aka Caucasia. Since their declaration of independence, Abkhazia and South Ossetia have been recognized by 7 and 6 UN member states. Now, these two republics have been fighting the country of Georgia over their independence for like 100 years now. So there's pretty much been non-stop violence in this region. And the thing is, these two regions, they recognize each other, although they have some recognition from other non-UN member states. Number 6 brings us Tibet. The debate over the sovereignty of Tibet refers to two political debates. The first debate is whether or not the various territories within the People's Republic of China that are claimed as political Tibet should actually be separate and become a completely new sovereign state. And then the second debate is about whether Tibet was independent or subordinate to China in certain parts of recent history. Now, the common view of this debate is that China and Tibet were independent prior to the Yuan dynasty from 1271 to 1368, and that Tibet has been ruled by the People's Republic of China since 1959. Tibet still, to this day, has been unable to gain its independence. Alright guys, so we just took a look at 5 different disputed regions on the planet. We got 5 more to go, but before I get into the last 5, just a reminder to leave a like on this episode if you really love learning, and also it helps more people see our episodes. So definitely big thanks to all of you who, whenever you come to our videos, you leave a like. It's really bringing a lot more people to check out our channel and learn with us. And if this is your first time here to FTD Facts, go ahead, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell, because we post videos daily. Every single day, 7 days a week, you get new episodes that are teaching you something about our world, the people of our world, cultures, religions. Join the FTD Facts family and help us on our road to 1 million subscribers. We got 5 more regions to look at. Number 5 is the region of Taiwan. Now, Taiwan is officially known as the Republic of China. What? Yeah, it's a state in East Asia. Now, the People's Republic of China, commonly referred to simply as China, views Taiwan as a province, while in Taiwan, which is a territory with its own democratically elected government, view themselves as a sovereign nation and the rightful China. That's right, we got 2 places claiming to be China. China. So how it all started was after World War II, the Communist People's Republic of China gained control on the mainland, and they declared itself to be the successors of the Republic of China. But the Republic of China wasn't having it, and the Chinese Civil War broke out. And this forced the Republic of China, who were defeated in that, to be exiled on Taiwan. So again, the People's Republic of China is what we now call China, and the Republic of China is what most people refer to as Taiwan. Both saying that they're the rightful China. Spratly Islands comes in at number 4, located in the South China Sea. China, Vietnam, as well as the Philippines, Taiwan, Malaysia, and Brunei, they all have competing claims over the Spratly Islands. China has backed its claims with island building as well as setting up naval patrol units. Now, this is a dispute over territory as well as a sovereignty over ocean areas. And now the Paracels as well as the Spratlys, which are 2 island chains that are claimed in whole or in part by various different countries, like I mentioned. So the Spratly area holds a lot of significance, and a lot of it hasn't even been explored yet. There's reserves of oil as well as natural gases there, and it's a very productive area for the fishing industry, as well as it's one of the biggest areas of commercial shipping traffic. Of course, we had to talk about Somaliland, and they come in at number 3. Somaliland declared independence after the overthrow of the Somali military dictator in the year 1991. However, by most, if not the entire rest of the world, views it as a self-declared state, and it's considered to be an autonomous region of Somalia. This is where the dispute really gets hot. Though not really internationally recognized, Somaliland has a working political system. It has government institutions as well as it has its own police force and its own currency. But to be fair though, the name itself sounds like it means land of Somalia. So the argument has been raised in the past saying that they should have used maybe a different name to 100% make it clear that they are a unique and separate country. And the dispute over the territory has continued to this day, and for the people of Somaliland, although they do claim to be their own country, unfortunately for them, that claim isn't really recognized by the majority of nations in the world. The region of Kashmir comes in at number 2. Kashmir is the northernmost geographical region of the Indian subcontinent, and up until the mid-19th century, the term Kashmir meant only the Kashmir Valley. But today, it denotes a larger area that includes the Indian-administered territory of Jammu and Kashmir, which includes the divisions Jammu, Kashmir Valley, as well as Ladakh. Also, the Pakistani-administered territories of Azad Kashmir and Gilgit-Baltistan, as well as the Chinese-administered territories of Aksai Chin, as well as the Trans-Karakoram Tract. So when we say Kashmir, yes, it refers to all of that. So how the region is divided up is like this. India controls 101,338 square kilometers, which works out to be 39,127 square miles. Pakistan controls 85,846 square kilometers, or 33,145 square miles. And the People's Republic of China, just gotta make sure that's clear now, they control the remaining 37,000 2,555 square kilometers, which works out to be 14,500 square miles. Now here's the thing though, neither India nor Pakistan are willing to recognize the other's claim of Kashmir. After numerous wars, the land is still in dispute. Now, although Kashmir is an extremely disputed area, it doesn't take the #1 spot in this episode. That goes to Israel and Palestine. Now, Israel is the world's only Jewish state, and it's located just east of the Mediterranean Sea. Now, the Palestinians, which is the Arab population that come from the land that Israel now controls, refer to the territory as Palestine and want to establish a state by that name on all or part of the same land. So the Israeli-Palestinian conflict is over who gets what land and how it's actually controlled. Both Jews as well as Arabs date their claims all the way back thousands of years. However, the current political dispute started in the 20th century. The Jews had lived in the area as well as the Palestinians, and there were some Jews that emigrated to Europe and different parts of the world. Now, the Jews had fled persecution in Europe, and they wanted to establish a nation for themselves. And at that time, it was an Arab and Muslim majority territory in the Ottoman Empire, and later the British Empire took control of it. So the Arabs, of course, pushed back, and that escalated disputes like crazy. From there, the United Nations created a plan to give each of these groups a part of the land, but that completely failed. And after the conflict in the year 1967, Israel was left in control of the West Bank and the Gaza Strip, and these are two territories, by the way, that contain a large Palestinian population. Now, the city of Jerusalem is also wrapped into a massive dispute. Both Israel and Palestine want to make it their capital city, because of course Jerusalem has huge historical and religious significance. And that's where I'm going to end this episode on that note. That was a look at 10 most disputed regions in the world. Now, by the way, these aren't all the disputed regions. There's a whole lot more. If you guys want a part 2, I'll definitely work on that one. Just let me know down below in the comments, as well as leave your thoughts and comments about anything that I shared in this episode. My social media links, if you want to follow me, are below in the video description section. And I'm going to get out of here. I'll leave you with a recommended episode. That's it for me, guys. Can't wait to see you in the next one.